the Cathedral of Shadows, where demons gather.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows, a MegaTen podcast. I am Rasen.
I'm Katsu. How's it going?
It is going good, except if you are using Skype applications, because apparently, according to Skype, if the Skype notification I got when I started recording is to be believed, you can't use external Skype applications anymore after December 1st, 2013, which means that a lot of podcasts are fucked.
Yeah.
um, so
RIP podcast.
yeah, like if you use Skype to record your stuff like we do, then you're gonna need to find something else, and we're trying to find something else. If any of our fans know about this shit and would like to help us figure out an alternate solution, because we have two ideas. One, use Audacity and then just mix all the MP3s together into one track, which kind of a pain in the ass. Or two, we could just use another program, but we're not sure which one is the best to roll with that. So, fuck you, Skype. You're a terrible program for doing this, you greedy bastards. Anyways, on to more MegaTen related news.
Yes, on to MegaTen related news. The Persona 3 movie PV, well, a new PV was released a few days ago, and the Persona 3 cast actually uses weapons. Yeah!
Yes, that is the biggest news I think this trailer gave us. They're actually going to have weapons, which is a first for a MegaTen animated thing.
Yeah.
Persona 4, the animation, just use personas. Devil Survivor 2, the animation, just use demons. So, but we thought we'd talk pretty much about Persona 3, the animation, this entire episode. So,
Yeah.
um, how do you think it's going to be?
With the advent of them using weapons, it might be decent.
um, See, I'm hesitant because the last two projects they did were. You can see they're getting better with each one. I think Devil Survivor 2 was slightly better than the Persona 4 anime, and I hope they finally cross the threshold and they'll finally have something that's really good.
They'll have something that's decent and not just horrible.
Yeah, well, the problem is it's not like the animation quality. The animation quality is amazing. It's just that, well, now it
Whoever's
is.
doing the story direction is just an idiot.
Yeah, they're kind of like
Dumb.
Devil Survivor 2. If you haven't played the game, is pretty much incomprehensible. I'm pretty sure. Like, you're gonna be so lost.
Yeah.
And that kind of shows too. From what I've looked up a little bit beforehand, Persona 4, uh, the anime did fairly well. But apparently Devil Survivor 2, just in Japan, did not do well at all. Like it
It
tanked.
flopped.
Yeah, it tanked really hard. Um, and I think honestly it's to do with the story. Persona 4 is at least the televised version of Persona 4. It,
It followed the story at least.
yeah, it had a
Yeah,
followable story, but
it didn't look pretty, but it followed the story.
the animation was really bad. Um, just look up Persona 4 the animation goofs or whatever, and I'm sure you'll see a lot. There's just really hilarious things going on in that. I think there's a few shots where characters appear twice just because they were too lazy to like double check. Um,
There's this one shot where Shie appears twice. It's hilarious.
yeah. There's just a lot of animation hiccups in there. I'm not sure if
High
that was because
quality
of
anime.
I'm not sure if that was because of time or budget.
It's probably due to budget. I guess Index was being a bunch of dicks at the time, and they're just like, here's your budget. Have fun.
Yeah. So Devil Survivor 2. I don't. Did you watch the Devil Survivor 2 anime?
Yeah, and I wanted to like it so bad, but
I
I just
wanted to
couldn't.
as well. Like the that first episode was really strong, and then everything
Yeah,
else after that
it's incredibly
disappointed me so
strong,
hard.
and the rest of it was just terrible.
Well, like
I hated how they
it's nice to look
I
at.
hated how they tried to make EO look important, but they just failed at it.
Yeah, they kind of. Well, that's the other thing too. Is like they totally screwed over a lot of characters' personalities or their like screen time. Um,
Yeah.
I don't want to get too spoilery, and I'm gonna try and keep it as spoiler free as possible. But Ronaldo is not a nice person in the game, and they make him seem kind of like this martyr type
This murder,
like
this
character.
benevolent man.
Yeah, he's like, I want a world where everyone is great and peaceful, but they don't like go as far as to show how much of a douche he actually is in the show. I felt, and
And it felt like Joe had no personality in the anime.
Joe had no screen time for one thing.
Yeah.
He was there for all of 10 minutes. Not as bad as
I thought
Keto.
everyone loved Joe. What happened?
Keto was there for all of 3 minutes.
Yeah. Poor Kata.
Um, they kind of screwed that up. Makoto is they totally just like screwed with Makoto's character
Personality.
development. Yeah, like
Yeah.
uh
They didn't show like how she had like a minor crush on the protagonist or anything like that. They didn't really go into her goofy side either.
well yeah, and in her game the entirety of is her starting to starting to doubt what Gyps is doing, and they didn't have that at all really in the anime. So
Yeah.
it wasn't great. But Persona 3, the trailers are coming out and looks pretty good. I hope.
Yeah, it looks good and like the action looks good from what we've seen. We just gotta hope they don't make it a yeah, we just gotta hope they don't fuck it up.
Yeah. One thing I want to say though is like the shots where it shows Yukari Junpei and the protagonist. I forget what they're naming him now. Um,
Makoto Yuki.
yeah. Okay. Other Makoto. um, it shows them like fighting like just like the generic shadow enemies with weapons, and like something about that animation seems a little like off to me.
Yeah, it looked pretty off. It looked kind of stiff.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. It looks kind of stiff, but I'm not sure if I think they just wanted us to get excited about the weapons. I'm not sure if that's supposed to like
Look like that.
yeah,
It might not even be finished yet.
that might not even appear in the movie. I want to say like chances are it's going to be a thing where it's like, oh hey, look, they're using weapons, get everyone all excited.
And it turns out they don't use weapons at all in the movie.
No, I think they'll use weapons, but like I just don't think those shots like
Yeah, those shots will be in the
because they're
final.
really generic. Like it's just like kind of generic action sequences. I'm pretty sure those might not even make it into the final cut.
We'll see.
Yeah, the main character's voice actor is pretty intense.
Yeah.
He has a little spiel at the end there. Gets all intense.
For those Naruto fans, he has the same voice actor as Gaara.
Hmm.
JP. Yeah.
So there's
So
that.
please be excited, Naruto fans.
um. Oh, man. I don't know. How far do you think? First of all, how many films do you think there's going to be? Because we know it's a series, but no one knows how many
It's
movies.
probably gonna be 4: spring, summer, fall, winter,
That's what I'm thinking too.
and maybe they might just do a Persona 3 fest for like a secret fifth movie.
Oh, that'd be great because that'd be great because then I never have to play the answer ever again.
Yeah, you can just watch it and be
I
like,
hate the
yeah.
answer so much.
Everybody hates the answer.
There's a lot of people that are like the answer is really good, and it's like no.
Are you high?
Little side rant. This isn't even about the movie, but the answer, in my opinion, is that, like how you can fuck up an SMT game. Like, uh, it's kind of just full of fake difficulty and padding to the point where it's not so much about strategizing; it's just about grinding, and I didn't care for it.
Yeah. That was about grinding and catchy rap music.
Yeah, and creepy looking final bosses.
Yes.
But yeah, I wonder how far they're gonna go for this first movie. A lot of people have pointed out Igus isn't in it, so they can't go that far.
Yeah. It's probably just up to when Fuka joins the gang and gets her persona,
Yeah.
her persona.
Um, I wonder. I would like to say it'll go up to Fuka for this first movie. Probably go, and then the second and third movie are probably gonna be them like killing the rest of the shadows. And I'm assuming the fourth movie will just be the rest of it.
Yeah, it'll be
So
up to the final battle.
yeah.
It'll be the most boring movie because it'll have December in it.
I would love if they had a movie just that was December.
That was just December, and it was just them doing absolutely nothing, just going to school and being depressed.
Oh, guys, what do we do? Oh,
I don't
guys,
know.
I'm scared.
Uh,
That's the other thing, though. A lot of people have been saying, "Oh, how could they make Persona 3 into a movie and all like our movie series? It needs to be like a giant TV series and all that." But once you kind of look at it, the majority of Persona 3's like story isn't really like a lot of it can be cut and still make sense and be a good story.
yeah.
A lot of it is just like character development for a lot of side characters. A lot of it is just people reiterating the same points over and over again, such as December. They can cut a bit of it.
No, they have to show all of December,
Oh god,
every single day of
they
December.
have to show all of the scenes with Junpei and what's her face, red-haired chick.
And Chidori.
Yeah, Chidori. Yeah, they have
I
to
wonder
show
if they're going to
all
make
the
her.
scenes.
I wonder if they're going to let her live in the movie, or are they just going to let her die?
I hope they. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'd care either way. As long as she still gets like severely injured, I think the character development still works.
Yeah,
So, actually, fun fact about that scene: Junpei like attacks what's his name? The
Takaya.
is that the nerdy guy?
Oh
Guy with the
no, Jin.
grenades?
Jin's
Yeah,
the
Jin.
nerdy guy.
Yeah, see, I thought it was June. Man, I'm really bad with Persona 3 character names. Um, Junpei attacks Jin in that scene with a fire attack, but in boss fights, Jin reflects fire. So
The Jin reflects fire.
plot
Haha.
plot hole. um,
Plot hole confirmed.
uh, yeah, I wonder how Straga's going to be handled. Oh wait, Straga didn't come in that early though in the
Yeah, they didn't. They weren't there.
yeah, so they're probably not even going to be in this. Shinji's there though. We see him in the trailer
Yeah,
a bit.
everyone's favorite character, Shinji.
Yes. Um, I really want to see how they handle um the social link stuff.
The social links. I would they handle it a lot better than Persona 4 anime did. It was just like one thing, and then instant max social link.
If I recall, didn't they have like an entire like episode or two that was just like social link stuff happening over and over again?
Yeah, it was just social links, social links, social links.
Like they can't do that in a movie.
Yeah, they can't.
Like they can't just have a whole movie or like whole like 30 minutes of a movie dedicated to social links, and I don't think it would just work. It probably wouldn't. Um,
Yeah.
then again, I don't know if they can do all of them unless they do like cameos, but
They'll probably just have a lot of some cameo stuff, and that'll be it. And I don't really.
yeah. Um, which um kind of could be a loss because in my opinion at least some of the social link stuff in Persona 3 is what like really makes the plot. um I don't know, I
Yeah,
just it's weird because Persona 4 I'm playing through it right now and I'm fairly far, but um I felt more like in Persona 3 like I cared, like I didn't think they were as well written or as well like
executed.
yeah, but like I feel like that like they hammer home the plot a little bit more, like the old people or the dying guy. Like I just felt like some of those moments are what I remember about that game. Whereas Persona 4, they're really well written, and I think they're possibly better than the Persona 3 social links. But at the same time, like I don't like it doesn't affect the plot in my opinion as much. Which maybe that's just me. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I hope the movie will be good.
If it's
Really hope.
good, color me surprised because lately all these game to anime adaptations have been garbage. I mean, look at the Blaze Blue anime.
Oh
They
God,
spent all
that came
they
out.
spent all their budget for like one scene involving Noelle using her guns, and that was it.
That came out. I need to watch that and be
Yeah, it's
depressed.
pretty garbage.
Oh, okay.
The animation looks like the character designs look really like plasticky and cheap looking, and
Fantastic.
the animation is just so bad. There's a GIF floating around where Jin uses ice in the first episode. It's hilarious. You should look at it.
I will at some point. But Persona 3, let's see what else can we talk about? The battle scenes. I guess I'm gonna be interested to see how they deal with them alternating from persona attacks and hand-to-hand combat type stuff,
Yeah,
or like melee combat. Because that I can see that being kind of a pain in the ass to animate, just and make it flow.
just like using a persona and then like have the persona attack one enemy and then you chop up another, and then I don't know. Well, it is going to be a movie, so they have a bigger budget, so they could possibly do it.
Yeah, like I think it's a thing where it's kind of easier to see that working in like a turn-based game,
Hmm.
whereas in a movie everything's kind of happening more at once or closer together, and I wonder how that's gonna flow.
Yeah.
It could be a thing. What they could do is have like them just like stab or arrow the
Mm,
weaker enemies, and then like save the persona summoning for like bosses and tough enemies.
possibly.
That could work. I pretty much everyone's reprising their role, aren't they? At least in the Japanese
Yeah.
version, from what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the Japanese version never was reprising the role.
I wonder
Depending on,
if we'll ever get a localization.
probably will. Depending on who picks up the localization, we'll see the cast back. If it's like Aniplex or Viz Media, we'll get everyone back since those guys are union licensing groups and they hire union people. So if they can hire union actors, they can hire everyone. But if
Perso-
it's like Funimation, we'll get nobody. They'll have their own voice actors.
yeah. Persona 4 had a dub and they had everyone back for their role, correct? I'm
No, they didn't have everyone back.
Oh. Um
That was by
I
Sentai Filmworks. They get most of everyone back. They don't get everyone.
Oh, okay, cuz yeah, I thought there was a few people that had the same role in that, but I never watched the dub of that just because I watched the sub and I didn't care enough to watch it again. Um
Yeah.
well, you know what I really hope they do at the end of this movie, or
What?
at the end of the fourth movie or fifth or whatever they decide to do, is they have like a way to bridge the gap between Persona 3 and Persona Trinity Soul.
Oh no. I don't want to. Oh please no. It's
Like
not canon. It's not canon. It's not
it
happening.
just has a clip of Akihiko putting on his police cap and
Oh
walking
my
off.
god.
Then walking off to fight crime.
No. Maybe they'll just like tease maybe they'll just tease a Persona 3 portable anime series. Just see like the female protagonist.
Persona 3 female version.
Yes, Persona 3 portable, the animation will be a 24 episode anime this fall 2015. Please look forward.
That would be ridiculous. See, I'm having trouble thinking what they do after Persona 3 because I know Persona 3 is going to last them a while since it's a bunch of
Maybe
movies.
they'll go back in time and get a new Persona 2.
I can't see that just because Persona 2 isn't as popular, but
Well, Persona 2 is more popular than Persona 1.
that's true. If it had to be 2 or 1, they're going to go with 2.
Yeah.
Um I
Maybe
can't see anything else really.
they'll
Like
just make like Persona 4 Arena the animation.
maybe like SMT4 or something, but I don't think that would work.
Yeah. SMT 4 is too edgy.
I could see, like, I think I said this before in the podcast episode. I could see Nocturne being made into like a little mini series, like an
Not
OVA.
OVA
Yes, OVA.
and OVA. Possibly. It could possibly be an OVA. But there's this counter fact that Debbie doesn't speak. But maybe they can make him not speak in the OVAs. They can just have like the demons do all the talking for him.
That would be a weird way to go about it. Maybe no one could speak and they could just have text bubbles, like they did in
Yes.
the actual game. That'd be fantastic.
They can have Dante show up.
Yes. Ah, man.
First episode will be Demi Fiend versus Dante.
Yes. Just waste all the budget on that jumping off the building scene.
Yes.
It'd be glorious. Man, animation.
Animation.
So I guess that's about it, unless you have anything else to say about it.
No, I don't have anything else to say about it. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, I expect it as much.
See, I've been wondering what I'm gonna do, like, cause there has to be like a cam rip or something of the movie when it comes out, and I kind of want to watch it, but at the same time I don't. Like that way.
I'll probably just wait until it gets a home released, and I can just get it in glorious 1920 by 1080 size quality.
Yes. I just want to see. I just want to know how they do it, or like what happens.
Yeah,
I
how to
don't
do
even
it.
care if I understand what they're saying. I just want to know where they cut it off and what they do.
Yeah, and how bad it is.
Yes. Um, man, I really hope they do this game justice, though. It's about time they finally make a good anime of one of the SMT games.
Yes.
Actually, I don't know if it's based off the game or the uh, original book, but there's an anime called Tokyo Revelation, which I think it's actually just a movie. But apparently it's based off of like Megami Tensei or the first book or whatever, and apparently it's actually fairly good.
Oh wow! So they have made a good MegaTen movie
Yeah, but
anime
it
something
doesn't really
before.
count because I'm fairly certain it's the same story as the book either way if it's based off the game or not. So that kind of counts, but who knows?
I know, but not really.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Um. So we have emails.
yay emails.
So this first one is from good old Christian. This one actually was supposed to be answered probably at the end of last episode, but it got marked as spam by my Gmail account for whatever reason.
Oh,
He says recently, or he says he recently got into the Shin Megami Tensei series, and early this year he started out with Persona 4. It's a great game, but I wanted something harder. And he came across Rasen's Beginner's Guide on YouTube. And when he found out that there is more SMT games, he went and bought 15 different kind of SMT games, and he has to say, thanks for opening his eyes to the Mega 10 games. No problem, Christian. Um, and he has a question. What is the best demon to use in any SMT?
um, hmm.
Kind of changes.
Yeah, it does.
There's a few demons where like I kind of know they're gonna be good just because around where they are in the game. Like
Like
Jack Frost is usually
Beelzebub,
yeah
like
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub, Mara. They're typically high level demons, and I'm not even saying Mara just to be funny. I'm serious.
Mara is
He's a
really good.
really good. Yeah, he's really good.
If you have Mara in your party late game in SMT4, you can't lose.
Yeah, you can't lose. He's
Um,
that good.
Jack Frost and Pyro Jack are usually really good magic users, like really early on.
Yeah.
Uh, it's always good to recruit one of those two or both. Who else? Chernobog in every game that I've ever had him in is usually really good.
Yeah, Turnabog is good. Seth is pretty good. Um,
Susanoo O is usually really good late game.
Shiva's pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of the bigger name ones are usually big name
Yeah,
for a reason.
any big name demon is guaranteed to be good. Unless they make some bizarro SMT where the big name demons are absolute garbage and like the slimes are the best demons in the game.
In any game you can get Lucifer, yeah,
Yeah,
he's always
he's
good.
even.
Um, have fun getting him though. So
Oh, he wasn't as hard getting in like um Devil Survivor.
could you get him as a demon? I never did the.
You can get Lucifer as a demon.
Okay, I know you could in two. I'm pretty sure. I just never did in one. Um, anyways, thanks for the question, Christian. This email is from Marcus. Says, "Hello, just had a couple of questions for you, so here you go. First, and then he says this might be a repeat. Sorry if so. In parentheses, what is your favorite SMT soundtrack? Not sure if we went over soundtrack. I think we just went over songs.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In general, I like the Digital Devil Saga soundtracks. They're some of the best music that Shody Meguro has ever composed. in my opinion.
I have a tie between Nocturne and Devil Survivor 2 because Devil Survivor 2 has some really nice chill music during the story scenes.
Yeah.
And Battle of the Brave is one of the best battle themes of all time. But then Nocturne's like weird ass screamo satanic metal is glorious too, and I love it for it. So yeah. um, I still don't understand what the vocals in any of those songs are, but you don't need to. Uh,
Yes.
they said, "What is your favorite track from that soundtrack?" Oh, well,
Mm.
I already said for Devil Survivor 2, Battle of the Brave, and then for Nocturne, I guess just the regular battle theme.
I don't really know for Digital Devil Saga. I like all of the battle tracks and everything. I can't really pick.
Um,
Guess it would be like Divine Identity.
where does that play in the game? Because I think I've heard that before, but I don't.
It plays during Braham or Braham.
Oh,
I really don't know how to pronounce his name.
Brahmin. It's Brahmin.
Brahman.
I'm pretty sure.
Brahman.
Someone who actually knows how to pronounce it is going to yell at both of us. I guarantee it. I want to say it's Brahmin though. Um, then he says, second, if SMT cross FE was a tactical RPG, wouldn't it be nice if you had secondary characters that would support other characters in battle? And when they leveled up, you would gain stats and/or skills from that secondary character. Um, that would be pretty cool. Especially for like characters who like don't have much significance but want to be in the crossover anyways.
Yes.
Like Pascal.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Who else could be a support character? I'm trying to think.
Um, Walter.
Yes. So,
Most unlucky for you.
Jonathan, such is a samurai skill, and then he just like punches Marth in the face.
Yeah.
Yes. I just hope, yes, if they do that, I would love if they just took the same voice clips. Just
Voice clips from ST4 and just slap that into crossover. Every time you call in Jonathan support, such as a samurai skill slash.
I don't even care if they don't have Persona characters in SMT Cross FE. I want to see Nanako be a support character. Just like her special ability is like you get into a fight and you can just press like Y on the controller and Nanako comes out and tells both of you to stop fighting. And then it just ends the engagement right away.
The engagement.
That would be amazing. Let's see where I always lose where I am in these emails. Oh, he says this is a side note. Thanks to you guys, I've gotten really interested in the MegaTen franchise and mainly just Atlas as a whole and what they do in general. The constant updates help as well with the latest news with interesting commentary to boot. So thanks for that. Oh, no problem.
Yay!
They says anyway. Sorry if this email dragged on. Thanks for being so awesome, even though that's just what you do. Thank you, Marcus. You are awesome.
Yay! Thank you. Hey, maybe one day when like Did You Know Gaming does an SMT Did You Know Gaming, they can like have us on there. DYK featuring Cathedral of Shadows.
There's a. Have you ever seen that like fake Did You Know Gaming like thing where they just like spew bullshit information?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one. We should be on there. No.
Yes.
But from these emails, it looks like we're getting people interested in MegaTen. That's great.
Yay!
We're doing our job. We're doing our part, Atlas. Pay us. No.
Our part. Yeah.
Atlas, we are you. We are your PR department. No. I would be depressed if we were Atlas's PR department because that'd just be bad. All right. Third email. This is from Solid Abyss, who is a really good Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 player, and I've been asking him some advice on Twitter with what to do with my team because he's actually really good. Look up Solid Abyss on YouTube for his amazing matches in that Marvel. So he says, oh, wow, it's fighting game related even. He says, so let's say a SMT fighting game came out for PS4 and Xbox One. We're not just talking Persona, all of SMT. His question would be, with the limited roster of 10, who would you want in the game? Oh.
Well, we have to start with the main characters of each SMT. So, SMT1 character, Aleph, Demi-Fiend, Flynn, and then we just branch out from there. That's already 4.
Strange Journey guy, 5.
Yeah, Stranger guy. Um, SFTF, that's 6.
Sure.
And then I guess the rest of the 4 could be
Anyone?
women to balance out the gender roster.
Hmm. I don't know. Like, if I had like a personal list where it didn't even like no one else's opinion mattered but my own, I would go with um SMT1 guy, Kazuya is what people refer to him as. Aleph, Demi Fiend, Strange Journey guy. This is the exact same as pretty much your list actually. Um,
Yeah,
Flynn, SMTF girl, I don't really care about too much. Rido, Rido would be in
I
there.
know.
Dante, just because, and he'd have the same
Yeah, featuring
set.
Dante from Devil May Cry series.
He would have the same move set as his Marvel 3 counterpart, of course. Devil Survivor 2 main character because I have an obvious bias for that game. Mara as the final boss, like secret character. That's just really OP.
Mars is super boss. And then we could just have Isabel for downloadable content on this DLC.
Oh God, yes.
Yes.
Um, I don't know who I'd want for number 10.
Mm. You have
Lucifer.
Jack Frost.
Oh yeah, Jack Frost. Oh, I want to play as Jack Frost in a fighting game. That'd be great.
Yeah, Jack Frost.
Yes.
It can't be an Atlas game without Jack Frost somewhere in there.
Was Jack Frost in P4A? I don't think he was.
Yeah, he was in one of the backgrounds, I believe. He was just there.
Oh, okay. You covered it this time, Atlas.
Covered it this time.
Curses. Um, yeah, so that was my list. You had 6, and then you just kind of trailed off. Do you have any?
No, well, yeah, I would just choose those.
Okay. Well, yeah, you said the female counterparts or
Yeah,
something, so just 4 random
yeah,
6.
4 random chicks.
Um, let's see. Thank you, Salad Abyss, and yeah, keep being good at Marvel and making me feel bad
Yes.
because I can't get like 1 million combo off with Akuma yet. So there's that. Um, this is from Richard again. He says, "Hey, once more today, I want to ask 2 things. First, would any Persona character or other spin-off game character ever be in a main SMT? Uh, uh,
Mhm.
then if you could play as another character after you beat like an SMT game, you could play as just someone else and have a different point of view. Huh? That'd be interesting.
That'd be interesting.
Like,
That'd be very interesting.
that would be really weird. Because I don't know, like maybe they'd have to change the story or do like a weird thing like Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memory. this is
Yeah, like
there's a lot of games that do this, but for some reason this is the only game I could think of off like just now. Um, off the top.
Chain of Memories did it right though.
Yeah,
They
because you
didn't.
played as Riku at the end, and it was
Yeah,
awesome.
you played as yeah, you play as Riku like after you beat the main story,
I,
and like his story kind of doesn't intertwine with Sora's as much, only at like the very end.
yeah, because you're going in opposite directions in Castle Oblivion, and it's awesome. And you fight all the Organization 13 members you didn't fight in Sora's thing, and it's awesome.
Yes.
Uh, I think Devil May Cry 3 does that. I think can't you play as Virgil when you beat the story as Dante? I think I might be pulling
I'm
that
not
out of
entirely
my
sure,
ass.
but in DMC4 you play as Dante after you beat Nero's story.
Okay, yeah, I like I said last episode, I have the Devil May Cry HD collection right here, and I need to play these so I can finally know for sure. Um, yeah, but that would be awesome. Like if you or even actually another game. I know we're giving a lot of examples, but I wouldn't mind something like this for Metal Gear Rising. What they did for DLC is you play as 2 different
Sam.
characters. Yeah, you play as Sam and you play as Blade Wolf.
Yeah.
I would actually enjoy that as DLC for like $5 to $10. You just pay for that and then say you play through SMT4 as like Walt's
Walter or
perspective.
Jonathan.
Yeah, like that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Like, because then you could fully flesh out characters more and stuff too, and
Yeah.
that would deal with the criticism people got from the main game. Like stuff like that would be really awesome. Or maybe you could play as like skins, something really out
Skins.
there.
Like have a skin storyline, like he and his partner, how they
Dealt with stuff back in the
yes,
day.
dealt with stuff back in the day.
Uh, that would be awesome. Or I guess actually he's making it sound more like playing as someone else, like another protagonist from a series altogether. Like play through Soul Hackers as like Surf or
Right.
something. Yeah. Um, that would be cool too. I don't know, like they'd have to like bullshit a like plot reason to make it work.
Yeah. Well, for Raito, it's more plausible. He was just having fun in the Amala network and decided to show up.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
Raito can do whatever. Actually, I
yeah,
guess Surf, Raito, and Demi Fiend get a free pass. Like they can
yeah.
just go wherever the fuck they want. So, um, those are for
Just
plot reasons for people that didn't catch that, but I don't want to spoil too much.
you just have like Demi Fiend show up in Persona 5.
Bonus boss.
Bonus boss. He uses real demons.
That would be fantastic. Or actually, yes, just like have, if they ever make that definitive version of Persona 3 everyone's clamoring for, they could just have it at the end of the game. You could play through as Demi Fiend
Yeah.
and just punch everything. That final battle against Nyx would be really interesting.
Demi Fiend versus Nyx. Oh boy.
Just eye lasers, mouth laser, whatever.
Eye lasers.
Oh, oh my, that'd be great. Uh, let's see what else he says. You could get different endings this way. Dante could show you. Uh, Dante could show you how you got to fight him as final boss, and he is broken as fuck. Um, okay. Um, sure. He says, and then he says, "Oh, tell Mastema I think Law is boring and Chasso overrate." Um, I think he's saying that Chaos is overrated. Mastema doesn't like listen to this anymore. I'm pretty sure. I think he abandoned us.
Yeah.
I like
So,
how I say
so,
abandoned, like he was like our father or something.
yeah. Master, welcome back.
Mastema, please. Everyone bother Mastema on YouTube, or I think he's just Mastema Herald.
Yeah. Everyone was like,
Everyone bother him. Tell him to come.
everyone was like, don't turn the Megami Tensei podcast into your lawful talk show podcast.
Mastema, we miss you and all of your not Mastema-ness.
Yes.
Um, and also he ends the email with would you guys ever do a stream on Twitch?
I never really thought of that.
Maybe. I don't know how to stream at all. I don't think we would record the episodes live because I tend to fuck up email reading and need to censor myself because I reveal people's information. Or in case we ever have like a guest that like does something incredibly weird, which we've never had before, but like say we ever get a guest and he says something like awful for whatever reason, then we'd want to censor that.
Incredibly racist and uncomfortable.
Like the Cathedral of Shadows is actually in cahoots with the neo-Nazis or something ridiculous, and then our public image is ruined in front of everyone.
In front of everyone live.
In front of all 300-ish people that listen to this podcast that will never probably really care. So, yes. I don't know. That's why we like to edit our stuff. I guess that's why we don't really live stream. But live streaming other stuff, I would be down for. Like, we could live stream, like, SMT1 or something. Do something weird like that.
That'd be cool.
Just not even do anything SMT related. I don't know. I've never tried streaming before, really. I'm assuming you need a good computer, which I really don't, but maybe it'll work out.
You need a good computer, good internet, and a good program to stream with, because direct feed streaming is kind of
crap.
Yeah.
I imagine if you streamed like an NES or Super Nintendo game, the processing power wouldn't be that bad, would it?
Nah.
Okay, yeah. So I have competent internet, so I could possibly do something like that. Who knows? Um, I don't know. I guess both of us will let you know if we ever streaming in the future. If you follow us on Twitter, I'm assuming we'd talk about live streaming whenever we want.
Yeah.
So I'm at Rasen Reviews.
I'm at Kazuragi on Twitter.
Yes, we'll have those in the description. In case we ever do live stream, I'm assuming we just talk about it on there.
Yeah.
We probably wouldn't make like a big announcement thingy.
We'll just probably say on Twitter, I'm streaming.
This is also assuming if we ever stream. So we don't even know if we will. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for that question, Richard. This is from Civipo,
Hey, Suzuko.
a favorite emailer. It's kind of weird how SMT games have strong elements of horror. Then he says in parentheses, monsters killing people, the end of the world, etc. Those aren't that scary. No.
Those aren't that scary. We encounter that all the time in our day.
Yeah. Then he says, and yet are not horror games. Why do you suppose that is? I guess mainly because. I was gonna say because RPGs and survival horror usually don't intermingle that much, but once you think about it, I guess there have been a few. I want to say like survival horror RPG type things, like Sweet Home for the original Nintendo.
Hmm. I guess it's because Atlas has never really made a survival horror anything.
Yeah, I wonder how that would work.
Yeah.
Because they could pull one off, I think. Like, the demon designs and stuff are scary, and I would not probably want to meet, say, like, Satan or something in, like, a dark sewer or something
Yeah.
creepy. Uh, the giant
definitely-
chained alligator thingy.
Yeah, they could definitely pull one off. They just haven't done it.
Yeah, I think that'd be interesting to see if they could ever do that.
Atlas USA is publishing survival horrors, but they've never developed one.
What have they published that was a survival horror?
They're publishing one for I think it's like for the PS4 and the PC. Not entirely sure.
Oh, alrighty. Yeah, I think they could do it. It's just the matter of they've never really done it before.
Yeah.
They says, what in your opinion is the scariest SMT game?
Hmm.
Devil Survivor 1's kind of scary because it's very like modern, but it just kind of shows how everything falls apart. There's a lot of dark moments in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of darkness.
What would you say is the scariest in your opinion?
I've never really been frightened by an SMT or a MegaTen game before, so
I'm really I really wasn't either, but like just like the morbidness, I guess, of Devil Survivor 1 is what got me.
yeah, I'll have to say Devil Survivor 1 as well. It is pretty real.
I guess Nocturne is pretty scary too once you think about it, because the world is all fucked up.
Yeah, the world's screwed.
And then he says, what would a SMT horror game be like? And then he says the only rule is Mara can't be in it, as real horror requires subtlety, and Mara is anything but.
Anything, yeah. Mars just all up in your face.
I don't know. I'd imagine it'd be like Silent Hill. At least I'd hope it'd be like Silent Hill. If they did something like Resident Evil, I'd be kind of depressed.
What if they do something like good Resident Evil before Capcom decided to be dicks and
Yeah,
try
but
to
the
be like Call of
reason
Duty?
the reason I would rather it be Silent Hill-ish is because Resident Evil is more scientific and less mystical, and everything has an
Oh, yeah.
explanation. Whereas Silent Hill, there's no reason for anything. To the point where like there's like 3 origin stories for like explaining why Silent Hill is the way it is, and they all kind of contradict each other. From like Silent Hill is just like a thing of its own, or like it's like a glitch in the universe, or like it's
Glitch in the Matrix.
yeah, or like someone like did a satanic ritual there and now it's all fucked up and stuff like that. Like there's I'm pretty sure all three of those theories, maybe not the glitch one. I might have just heard that somewhere. But like they give a lot of theories in game why Silent Hill is the way it is, and they never really like clarify it. Um, so it's just all like magical, scary horror stuff with no explanation. And I would love that if they
You
did
can just imagine an SMT horror, like it's like really foggy, then all of a sudden you see a figure in the distance. It turns out to be Mastaba.
that. Oh God. Yeah, like there's a lot of potential for a horror SMT game. Um, I would say yeah, if they did Silent Hill type style. I've actually been meaning to play Silent Hill 2 recently. I was thinking of playing it and recording it last night, but I just didn't have the time. Maybe I'll do that today.
Yeah, but if they do make an SMT horror, I probably wouldn't play it. I'm not very good with horror.
Oh, really?
Nah,
Horror is a great genre in my opinion.
horror is a very scary genre, in my opinion.
Yes, that's true. As long as this is a personal preference, I did not care for Amnesia. I heard the sequel didn't do as well critically, but the sequel seems like everything I wanted from the first game, so I'm weird in that regard. But Amnesia 1, a lot of everyone whoever says there should be a horror game or something that should come out, everyone's always like, "Oh, it should be just like Amnesia," and I didn't care for it. So
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's not like Amnesia if it is, but everyone disagrees with me for that. So yeah, uh,
Alrighty.
yes. So thanks, Savippo. Uh, we have another one from Samael. Uh,
Uh oh.
his subject is why does Demi Kids exist? It-
Because people were like, now that's an easy one to answer. Because wait until you read the email.
okay. Um, he says, "Dear Rasen, Katsu, and possible other guest," which we don't have. Um, what are your favorite and least favorite SMT games? Cough, cough, Demi Kids. And then he says, "Damn, I have an internet cold." It says, "Oh well, it's better than having cancer." Oh. And then he says, "P.S. That is a Fire Emblem character on Mara. He couldn't find a good Pegasus Knight." Oh yeah, he had that picture which supplied us with our background.
Yeah.
Um, least favorite SMT. You know what? I've played a good 3 hours of Demi Kid's Dark version. I don't think it's that bad. It's not great,
Yeah.
not that bad. My least favorite SMT is Persona 1 because I hate that. I hate it. Just hate it.
One of my least favorite MegaTen has to be hmm. Yeah, it's probably Persona 1.
That game is very
It's
polarizing.
very archaic.
Yeah, like it's just kind
And I
of
really hated what they
hit
did to
X
the
to win.
really hated what they did to the North American version. They like aside from all the localization changes, they like dumbed down the encounter rate. So like you could barely find any demons to fight. You could barely grind. And then when bosses came around, they were just so difficult because you couldn't find any demons to fight.
Oh, yeah, like I recently started playing the PSP version a little bit, and I didn't care. Like I'm gonna give it another shot eventually. But I don't. I just don't think Persona 1 is for me. Like even the PSP version, just don't care for the gameplay.
Yeah, I don't for it either.
Have you played Demi Kids? That
I have not played Demi Kids, but I know why they made Demi Kids because of all the controversy that SMT had in Japan. They're just like, okay, let's just make a kitty version. Let's see how people like.
well, it's such an easy Pokemon cash-in type thing. Get that audience going.
It.
Um,
And Merkaba actually originated from Demi Kids.
yes,
There's some trivia for you.
yes. Fun fact. Um, I don't know. Demi Kids is kind of like a crappier Pokemon, which
Yeah.
is like I don't know. It depends on how you look at it, but it's not too bad. Atlas also, I think it was Atlas, made another Pokemon ripoff called Robopon.
Robobon.
Yeah, you collected little robots and stuff. I have never played them, but my friend is really into those games.
Uh,
Who's listening to this podcast right now?
Possibly.
Well, not like right now as in recording now, but he's listening to it as he listens to it. So
Uh,
just throwing that in there for him.
Sure, that was developed by Atlas and not published.
Was it? I'm going to look this up. Robopon. I want to say it was developed. Oh, it was. Oh yeah, it was developed by Hudson Soft, but published by Atlas. Never mind. I'm an
Never
idiot.
mind.
I forgot Hudson was a thing. I think that's because they're gone now. That sucks.
Aw.
But that almost happened to Atlas a couple times. Yeah, I guess that's it for Demi Kids and talking about the worst SMT game. Thanks, Samael, for your
Yay.
chaotic ways and emails and cancer
Chaotic.
jokes. I guess this is a nice transition. Yamato Takeru.
Oh, hello, Yamato.
He asks, or he says that he appreciates us answering his question so early, and then he says, and now that there is somebody creating a voice for chaos, I will decide to support my true alignment and keep some balance. Just remember that I am much more powerful than either Samael or Mastema. Then he says in parentheses, he also looks cooler. Now for two questions. Who do you think was the best comic relief character in the SMT franchise, and which character, excluding Main and Demons, had the best character art? So, like, which side character had the best character art? Then he says hashtag
Character arts or character arc?
art, A-R-T.
Okay.
Then he also says at the end of the email, hashtag neutral forever. So,
Let's see.
Best comic relief. Both of these questions are hard. Yeah. Well, there's the best comic relief question and best side character art.
There isn't much for a comic release within SMT, except maybe like
Devil Survivor, kind of, but like Devil Survivor 1, Midori was the comic relief, and I really didn't like her.
I hated Midori. She was pretty annoying.
Oh, actually, Joe and Devil Survivor 2.
Joe.
Yeah, that was
perfect.
Yes, that is how you do comic relief. He's the only person I can really think of, actually.
Yeah.
Him and Midori. There's Persona, I guess, like Yosuke and
Junpei, but
yeah,
but that's too obvious though.
Yeah, I liked Joe just because like he kind of knew he was like an idiot, but he never really wanted to like fess up to it or like deal with it. Like he just says like stupid things like totally straight faced. At least that's what I got from the text.
Yeah.
That's why I enjoyed him. Whereas Junpei and Yosuke were just kind of idiots, and I don't think they really understood that they were idiots. They just thought they were being bros.
Thought they were cool.
Yeah. Joe is just a very carefree guy.
Yeah.
Best character art. That's tough. Can't be a demon either. So.
Let's see. All the MegaTen characters were good. Like a lot of the characters have really good character designs. There isn't one that's particularly horrible.
Yeah. Man, I'm having a tough time. I guess I really liked Skins.
Skins
design, yeah, it was pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it's like his face was like stapled together.
Yeah, that was weird. Oh wow, I'm an idiot. Chaos Hero from SMT1, who was my avatar on YouTube and was my avatar on Twitter until just yesterday. Replaced him with Raiden from Metal Gear Rising. Yeah,
I like his character design.
Yeah, like he's awesome. Post fusion, love his design.
Yeah, post fusion.
So you're just going with pretty much everyone.
I'll have to say Chaos Hero. I actually really like his design.
Yeah.
All right.
So I guess that's it for Yamato Takeru's question. Thank you for balancing out this podcast. I want to just take one more, or
yeah, let's just take one more.
We have an hour already recorded, so. Alex says, "Hey guys, if Atlas were to make another game in the Digital Devil Saga series, what do you think they would do for it? What would you like to see return and improved?" And then he says, "I think making it an MMO or something like Dot Hack would make sense
Mm,
for it, since there's not really anywhere left to go." I think that's the main problem with making a Digital Devil Saga 3.
yeah.
There
There's
is
nothing
no
else.
story.
There's no more story. Like I see people on YouTube sometimes go, they should make a Digital Devil Saga 3, but then people are like, I'm just sitting here like, there's no more story. Like
If they
everything's been wrapped
rebooted
up.
it, maybe.
Yeah, if they make a reboot, a good reboot, not some outsourced garbage like DMC.
Well, I guess like a not even like a reboot too, or just like a sequel that doesn't have the same continuity, I think is what I meant. But yeah, reboot too, like either of those, I think that would work. Uh, and then he says it could have NPCs in the game becoming sentient and going around doing stuff, and then he said could be like Junkyard Online or something.
Junkyard Online.
They said those are just ideas off the top of his head, but we can feel free to add more. I've actually been wanting to play Dot Hack. I watched way back when I think I was like 12. I watched Dot Hack Roots on Adult Swim, and I didn't really get the plot, but I thought it was really cool. Um,
Dot hack anime are really, really, really boring. Like they're
yeah,
really,
like
they're
I liked the
incredibly
action.
slow paced.
They're very slow, but I kind of liked that as a kid, and also just because anything that was based off video games when you're a child is amazing. Um,
Yeah,
at least for me, it was. But I liked Dot Hack Roots when I watched it when I was 12.
Dot hack GU is actually pretty fun.
Those are the games that Roots is kind of like Roots was based off of, right?
Yeah, Roots is the prequel to GU.
Maybe I should buy those. Wonder how much they are on Amazon. Um,
It cost a lot. They didn't make enough. They didn't make a lot of copies of GU.
that sucks. Release them on PSN. But yeah, I think Digital Devil Saga 3 with like, unless they just have like a thing where Seraph goes around from world to world doing shit, which would be really surreal and just odd. um, I don't know how they could pull it off. I really don't.
Yeah, it'd be pretty difficult.
Because yeah, unless they follow like the kids from like the end, because everyone's kind of you know,
Yeah.
like they could do that, but that'd be weird.
There is really much else to do.
Um, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I want to read one more email just because um, this email. Um,
Okay.
this email is from Frostace. Oh, also, thank you, Alex, for your email. Sorry, I didn't thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
I was
So we
just
got an email
excited.
from Frost Ace.
Yes, I was just so excited that Frostace emailed us. He says,
Yay.
he says, "Hello, humans. How do you know that me or Katsu are humans?
Yeah. How do you know that we're humans? We could be
Don't
demons. Like
judge.
yeah.
I could be a snail and no one would know."
I could be a dog on the internet. No one knows you're a dog.
This is true. Says, "Hello, humans. Sorry I have come so late to rescue you from Mastema. Uh, don't worry, he's not around, apparently."
Yeah. He's not around anymore.
Uh, and then he says he looks around in parentheses. Got some email role playing going on here. Then he says,
Oh.
he says Yamato is already here. Never mind then. Then he says before he leaves, he has some questions for us. One, why did Atlas choose Jack Frost as their mascot? Two, which one of my cousins do you like the most? Uh, Such as Raiho, Lucifrost. And then he says since he is neutral, he'll fight anyone. And then he says he glares at Mastema. Maybe that's why Mastema's gone. Frostace
Yeah.
killed him.
Master's gone.
Did Frostace kill Mastema?
Maybe.
That's kind of unfortunate, but also kind of hilarious at the same time. Um, I let's see. Why did they choose Jack Frost as their mascot?
I don't really know either. There probably is a story on the Megami Tensei wiki about why they choose Jack Frost.
He's cute looking. He's kind of like
Yeah.
Pikachu factor.
Yeah, he is kind of Pikachu factor, adorableness.
Um, I don't know if he was in the NES games. I'm assuming he would be. Uh,
I mean, I don't think he was in Megami Tensei 1 or 2. I think he didn't make his debut until SMT 1. I think. Was he in SMT 1 or 2?
Yes, he was.
Okay, then. I also know Jack has his own games, the Jack Bros series.
Yeah, which it's a series. It's technically a series, but it only has one game, which is awkward.
Awkward.
Wonder if they'll ever make a sequel to that.
Possibly.
Let's
That's
see.
probably gonna be like their first PS4 game.
Okay.
Jack Bros.
Yes, they can make it for the Oculus Rift, and
Yes.
it would be just like the Virtual Boy. Oh no, he appears in Megami Tensei 2,
Oh.
outside of Bale's castle. Um, Let's see. Trivia. Let's see if it's in here. Uh, Even though Jack Frost is perhaps the most popular and known demon in the entire series, Cerberus has been present in the series since the novels, while Jack Frost was only introduced in Megami Tensei 2.
Interesting.
Huh. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Final point. He is the mascot of Atlas, and he makes appearances in a number of other Atlas games, primarily in the Megami Tensei series. Well, of course.
Yeah.
Um, Jack Frost's counterparts, along with many other varieties, also appear in many games. Oh, so they don't have a story for why.
Yeah,
That's
they don't have there's no story.
that's weird. I have to wonder, why did they choose Jack Frost?
I guess that would be like yeah, I guess that could be like some personal homework for us. Figure out why they chose Jack Frost as their mascot.
Yeah, I want to find this because I don't I want to say they didn't like really start using him as like a mascot until a little later on.
Yeah.
Eh,
I feel like they didn't use him as a mascot until like SMT2 kind of.
Probably not. Yeah, like around there-ish, probably something like that. Um, this says that yeah. I guess we'll leave that question off on. Uh, we have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
We should email Atlas.
Yes, we should email Atlas. Hey Atlas, help us out here. You're making us look like frauds.
It's because we are. Um, then which one of Jack Frost's cousins do we like the most?
Hmm. I like Demon Evo.
Yeah, I'm tempted to say him, but like Frostis is pretty cool, and I'm not just saying that because he emailed
He
us, but
emailed us.
I think Lucifrost is the most hilarious thing ever. Like it's just the idea that Lucifer or like Jack Frost is trying to be the king of all demons is just
The Game
amazing.
Demons.
Yeah. Um, so there's that. I guess that's it for this episode. So
Yes.
goodbye, everyone, and we'll see you next week or whenever there's SMT news on the horizon. Thanks a lot
All
for
right, later,
listening.
guys.
Bye.
Gather demons and come again.